Hey, it's Brian. Hope you're well. The lighting actually seemed really nice in my front stairway today, so I'm going to shoot this video here. So do you feel like you have this internal feeling deep in your gut that's telling you that you should be doing something that's more tied to who you are deeply, like there's a purpose, a greater purpose for you? Or you just feel stuck, like life is not imaginative and it's not creative? If you're feeling either one of those, the answer is probably that you should be doing something that's more in line with who you are. And I know this because I went through years of not pursuing what truly inspired and was energizing to me until I made a change. So today I want to talk about getting unstuck and how we can do that relatively simply if we come at it from the right approach. So a couple of the reasons that we tend to be stuck are and fail to move into this place where we want to be. One of the main reasons is a fear of failure. We'll talk about these reasons and ways to approach these reasons, but if you have a fear of failure, you're literally creating in your mind all these scenarios that you think could go wrong. And a lot of times, all of these scenarios that you create are substantially worse in your head than they actually would be if you pursued this greatest dream that you have. I mean, the mind is such a powerful tool. And these scenarios that it creates will scare us off from chasing this path. And when I was working in the corporate world for a long time and I really wanted to get out and try to expand the small business that I had, which I already had started. So I was so close. It was crazy how close I was. But I refused to go out and chase it because I created this fear in my mind like I was going to run out of money. And that was frightening to me, especially having a relatively decent paycheck at that time, or a really good paycheck. So I created this scenario in my mind like I was going to lose everything I had and life was going to be terrible. But so that kept me from doing it. When I finally did decide to pursue that path, I made it work. And it was substantially less scary than I thought it would be. So we have to become aware of this power of our mind in terms of that stops us from doing what's most exciting for us. Whatever your reason is, whether it's monetary, you might think that some people will think you're crazy. Some people have opinions about what you're doing. But like the real plain and simple fact is that most people out there aren't chasing their biggest goals and dreams. And you're an outlier if you do that. And then that everybody that actually does chase their goals and dreams are going to support you. They're going to see you trying to do it. So these people that have had success on their own, if you seek them out or they see you like really chasing your dreams, they're going to help you out. It's only the people that are scared to do their own thing and they see you doing it and they're scared for you. Or maybe there's a little bit of jealousy, but it's only those people that will have negative things to say. So it's like the people that you shouldn't be concerned about their opinion anyway are the ones that would have an opinion about what you're doing. So if we have confidence in ourselves and we actually start to see that we're creating a lot more uncertainty in our mind than actually exists, and that the people that are there to help us will help us if we seek them out and they see us working on our dreams, we'll be supported when we do that, which is an amazing feeling. The other thing that I'll say that keeps us from doing this is we just value the safety and the known of where we sit right now, right? So we put all this weight on the fact that we're comfortable and safe and we know what we're going to do every day. And we have anxiety about moving into this unknown place. But really the funniest part, and I've heard people who have moved into a very successful place say this, they've said once they have a success in the new place, they say, it's funny when I look back, actually the anxiety that I had every day of knowing that I wasn't taking steps in the direction of my dreams was way worse than the anxiety that I had for a short period of time getting to learn in this place of the unknown as I moved into my biggest excitement and my biggest dreams. So think about that perspective too, and that like this constant beating yourself up of, hey, I'm not moving forward and I'm not getting to where I want to be in my life every day that becomes prolonged over time, in a lot of ways can be way worse than actually taking a step into this unknown. So the way to what to know about moving into these places is just like looking at those scenarios, right? Know that your mind creates things that it makes things substantially worse and scarier, and the downside seems substantially worse than it is. And you have this ability and this way to be malleable and flexible and adapt in new scenarios, and you will do that when you move into this place of your dreams. And know that these people that have opinions, the ones that do have opinions, are the ones that you really shouldn't put any weight on anyway, and that there's more people out there that want to support you, that have taken these steps and will be excited about you moving into this place of really chasing your dreams. And it also inspires other people. Even the people that are already successful will be inspired by seeing you do it too. And then people that maybe have been scared to do it themselves will be inspired by you chasing your own dreams. And then just again know that this anxiety that continues of not stepping into what's truly exciting to you will continue, and you'll beat yourself up more and more, which is not a great thing to do. But when you step into that period of the unknown for a short time and you learn and find that flexibility and that confidence, it's one of the most exciting things you can do is challenge yourself in a place that you're truly excited about. And the last thing to know is that you can actually absolutely start small in doing this. That's what I did. I mean, I started with just a little bit of money when I left the corporate world and started a real estate company. And I had enough money to live for like maybe a year and a half, 2 years. And I was thoughtful about it and conservative, but I made it work. And I just started small, or you can do it on the side if you have a full-time job. But the biggest thing is consistency and belief. And you put in a little time and effort every day. And you reach out to people that are already successful in the place where you want to be, and they'll support you. And you can absolutely make this dream happen. You can move from this place of feeling like you're stuck with these things, with all of these things in perspective, with a little bit of consistent effort and knowing that you'll be supported. And really seeing this fear that you create in your head is exactly what it is, which is not real. It's just a scenario that you're creating. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You go back to doing what you're doing now. You know, you'll go back to, even the worst thing that could happen if you did go back to what you're doing now, you'd still have learned a bunch and would probably be motivated to try it again, because you'll realize that I put in the effort. I just took a step back, and that's not a huge deal, but I learned a ton about taking risk, and I'm more confident in myself for taking the risk, and now I'm going to try it again. So there's like almost no downside to moving into this place that you're truly excited about. I mean, it's one of the best things I ever did. And I know it would be for you too. So I hope you can find your way and your path and your courage and your excitement, and the people. I know you can find the people that will support you in doing this. I support you in doing this. I wish you the best. I'll talk to you soon.